In this video, I hold a bar, a TV doesn't quite line up right, and I do a whole bunch of work very quickly. Enjoy today's episode of Functionality Over Form. Alright everyone, I want to start today's video off by thanking all of you who have subscribed already, and if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that notification bell. It's the best way to find out as soon as one of our videos come out. And I hope you enjoy today's video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget about that notification bell. Thank you, and enjoy the video. So as I said before, this has a little bit of rake to it, meaning the top is shifted slightly toward the driver. Now, in order to correct that, we are going to take this piece right here and we are going to extend these bolts here and here so they come out, go through this bar, and then we will have one or two bolts connecting these two bars, this one and this one, that will pull the top of the monitor out in this direction. Also, I'm going to take this bar and cut it down and do the same thing with the bottom. However, this one's going to have one or two bolts here pushing these two apart. So it's going to move the bottom toward the driver and the top away. That should allow us the adjustability to get it just right to where it is perfectly level, so the other screens will mount up flush. I cut down this top support here, had this other half, and it was just about half, I think actually perfectly in half. So this will be perfect size for the other side to mount a screen, which that should come in handy because I only have one more piece left. So we're also going to cut down that piece to possibly make the bottom for that side. It needs to be really rigid because that side won't have any additional supports. On this side, I will take another piece of flat bar, attach it to the bottom support, and then down to where the shifter is, but further back so it doesn't get in the way. That way, that will have plenty of support, and the other side should just be rigid enough to sustain its own weight. Luckily, these TVs are only about 8 pounds each, so that really shouldn't play too much a part in it. But nevertheless, the structure has to be pretty rigid to be able to hold that weight out at a distance. And welcome back to the workshop, where we are going to go ahead and get these pieces cut up here. I've got this piece over here. I have to drill out need to drill out a new hole right there because this hole doesn't line up right. I don't know, it's weird. The spacing on these two, there we go. The spacing on these two is actually different. Didn't realize that when I bought them. But yeah, it'll all work out. It'll do just fine. We'll do what we need. And then also, I figure while I'm out here, I'm just going to go ahead and drill out where these little red marks are. This, well, I won't give it away, but this I have plans for later on. You'll see that in a minute. Everyone, just about to cut these up. Remember, whenever working, safety first, and don't try anything that we do at home. It could be dangerous in some form or another. So I'm going to get working on this. Feel free to watch time lapse. had that issue with the screen being tilted in that direction. So to straighten it out, added a couple of pieces of reinforcing bar back here, and these two bolts right here pull the top of the screen in, while this bolt right here pushes the bottom of the screen that way, and we now have a perfect level. I'll be able to show you that. There we go. It's at least good enough, if nothing else. Again, functionality over form. It's certainly not the prettiest, and was able to get these finally secured. So this thing is as rigid as they come. Now, moving on over to the other side. It's a little dark, I apologize for the lighting. Got that one mounted in as well, and a temporary support right over there. That's going to be going once I figure something better out. And for now, I did uncover this area. You can see the network switch there. That's what the PlayStations connect to interface with each other, and our new edition will be housed there. Unfortunately, as you can see, they are not lining up the way they're supposed to. I mean, some of the screen is pushed all the way in there, and the tops are not lining up right. So what ended up happening was I measured right here from the top of this down to the center of these bolts, and then because this is a different piece of bar than this, the holes are not in the same location. So when I measured down from here, it didn't quite line up the right way. And unfortunately, this did have some sag to it. So I will have to reinforce this across here, I believe, and probably put some kind of a cross member here and or here, and that should help support this entirely. After that, we're going to get started on mounting the third screen. I'm really excited for that. We've got a lot of work to do though, because this side requires hinges here so that this screen can open up kind of like a car door. You'll be able to swing it open, get in the seat, close it back up, have the full experience. So I'm gonna get to work here, back to work actually, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Thank you again to all of you for watching and subscribing, those of you who have. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell again. Just want to make sure that you know as soon as our videos come out. And also, if you like today's video, please give it a big thumbs up, and feel free to comment if you think anything we're doing might be too crazy, or if you like it, or if you just have anything in general you want to say. Go ahead, we will read all of your comments, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.